it's very clear at this point that everybody knows the last season of Doctor Who was a disaster. There is literally no way to pretend and say it was something it was when it clearly wasn't. It was an absolute unmitigated disaster and everyone knows it. You had Shruti Gatwa going out there telling people, you know what, you don't like it, don't watch it, go touch grass. You had Russell T Davies showing how much of an absolute narcissist he is because he wanted to turn it into his own queer profiling show, whatever the hell you want to call it. The stories were terrible. The lecturing got old. Hell, even the people that they claimed they were making it for didn't like the crap. They were like, nah, we don't like all this preaching and all this nonsense. That's not good. Please stop. Don't tell us it ever again. It was all over the freaking place. There was no coherency. There was nothing in there that was saying, okay, this makes any kind of sense. No, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. That was all it was. That was it. No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. That's all it was. Well, now we have a writer from Doctor Who coming out and saying this thing is as dead as it's ever been. They literally killed it with all their nonsense, and that's what's going on. Diving to this article here from Cosmic Book News. Doctor Who writer declares the show as dead as we've ever seen it. Yeah, keep crying. Keep crying. Robert Sherman, a former writer for Doctor Who, has weighed in on the troubled state of the long-running sci-fi series, and he didn't hold back. Via the official Doctor Who magazine, Sherman said bluntly, the show is probably as dead as we've ever known it. Yeah. He likened the current state of the series to the period following its cancellation in 1989, when spin-off books and comics kept the 7th and 8th Doctors, Sylvester McCoy and Paul McGann, alive in expanded media. Sherman argued that even during the 90s hiatus, fans still had a current Doctor, but today, he says the franchise has no clear direction, no or central figure, making any new content feel inherently backward looking. When they brought back Doctor Who, it was to revitalize something that had gone on hiatus. Basically, it had been cancelled. It was still going in the comics and books and stuff like that. Okay, but now, what the hell do you have? Continue on. Now everything that is ever going to be produced in Doctor Who terms is going to feel retrogressive, Sherman said. At least with the new adventures and then the BBC books, you thought it's the current Dr. McCoy or McGann, right? Sherman believes the series finale, The Reality War, effectively paused the show in an unresolved state. Showrunner Russell T Davies' decision to insert a surprise regeneration and cameo appearance by Billie Piper, aka Rose Tyler, has only added confusion to the series' continuity. No one's going to start writing Doctor Who books with a Billie Piper Doctor because no one knows what that means, Sherman noted. He called the final moment of the Reality War a full stop, contrasting it with previous hiatuses, and that still left the door open for future stories. In a funny way, the closing moment of the Reality War seemed to put a full stop on things. We didn't have that before, he said. Now, here's the thing, yeah? Recently, I heard that somebody was talking about how, they may want to do some kind of maybe a short TV type movie or something with Billie Piper as the Doctor, and then kind of transition into something else. I thought that was absolutely stupid, but that's what they wanted to do, right? Here's the thing, though. They say that no one's going to start writing Doctor Who books with a Billie Piper Doctor. Oh, I think they pretty much will. There are people out there who don't understand when they've screwed up, bad enough, and they're like, you know what? I just go in and go for it. I don't care. I'm just gonna go for it. I don't business how bad it is. I am just gonna go for it. That's it. I just want to just go for this. And I don't business who don't like it, who don't hear it. I just want to go for it. That's what some of them will do. They are willing to keep beating that dead horse. And think about it, like talk about how it came to an end and a full stop. I didn't even bother to watch the season of Doctor Who. I watched the first episode thing, I think it was the church on Ruby Road. I watched some of it and I was like, you know what, this is crap, and I was out. That was it. But is it going to stop them from continuing to just destroy everything? No, it's not. This thing is as dead as it has ever been, and it got to this point because you let idiots run the show. Like I keep saying, every time you put wokeness into anything, it always destroys it. There's never any actual proof of that actually making anything better. It doesn't, because nobody wants it. You know nobody wants it, but you still won't let it go and say, you know what, it's time to stop. Because at the end of the day, you don't care. That's what it boils down to. You don't care. Sherman's comments come amid swirling rumors that Disney Plus has pulled financial support for future seasons of Doctor Who. Well, Disney can't afford to do nothing nowadays with the amount of money they have lost by following a bunch of woke crap. With Davis potentially on the way out and the next Doctor unclear, the show's fate is more uncertain than ever. Even if the BBC keeps the brand alive in some capacity, Sherman suggests it may never again feel like a living, breathing show. Now, here's the thing. I've said it before, I'll say again. Having a black doctor, I have no problem whatsoever with that. Could have worked if done well. The problem was they wanted a black gay doctor and wanted to emphasize the gay part more than anything. That always fails. Billy Piper as the doctor, it didn't work with the first time you did a female doctor, because why? It started off, people were literally like, okay, let me check this out. But when people started to see what you were doing, the changes that you were making, it went downhill badly. Absolutely badly. To the point now where you literally have it as terrible as can be. You completely changed the entire law and everything about the doctor and just crammed it up wherever rare end you were hoping. And then basically said to yourself, this is going to work because we say so. And it wasn't happening. It was not happening. So yeah, I think it is as dead as it possibly could be. So you want to cry over it? Cry over it. But the bottom line is you did this to yourselves. You did it to yourself. Like I said, everything that turns out to be woke always destroys itself, because there is never any emphasis on actual storytelling. It's about pushing an agenda. And these agendas always fail because there is nothing of substance behind them. So yeah, I completely agree. It's as dead as it's ever been. That does not mean people, they won't try to revive that rotting corpse. They have done it before. They may very well do it. And when that ultimately fails again, who are they going to attack? Us, the fans. That's what they do. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.